how do you really align your employee base around your brand and create that relationship with employees that fosters collaboration inside your company and, more importantly, or as importantly, a great customer experience. So I'm going to talk about some of the things we've done at Dell and the approach we've taken over the last couple of years.
7 million people have watched this ad on their own choice, not because they were interrupted, because they went there and thought this was a branded content that they chose to watch.
A challenger brand is someone who's not yet the category leader. It's someone who takes a different approach that distinctively tries to stand out in the category, both from tries to find a very unique positioning, isn't interested in doing a me too when it comes to messaging, comes to imagery, comes to communication, comes to experience. The way to think about a challenger brand is they, on the whole, zig when everybody else zags.
These technologies have helped us understand that we want to set thresholds of interactivity for online and offline behaviors. So they've downloaded a white paper, they've joined 3 webinars, they've gone to a physical event in Des Moines, Iowa. Okay, I'm going to set a scoring threshold when they hit 800 points. That's when I'm going to have a lead development rep call them back.
I'm excited to show you the journey we went on with the Siegel and Gale team in terms of transforming the CooperVision brand. And hopefully you'll get some inspiration if you're about to do this journey yourself, or a few lessons learned that we can share as well.
If you think about it, we're all used to, as marketers, saying, we're going to have a white paper, we're going to have a campaign, we're going to have some longer form piece of content that we can spend time on, and we can edit, and we can bake it, and we can put some nice images to it, and we can send it out. And that's sort of that's still there, but we have a whole other category of content that we have to create, and it's shorter form, it's lightweight, sometimes it's only as long as a sentence or two, and you have to generate them frequently and enough that you're having that conversation with your audience. So I think that having the team structure in place and the mindset and the attitude to go forth with that shorter form content as well as the other content, and making sure that it's all in the same voice and saying the same message, that's the challenge.
It's one thing to be excited about something. It's another thing to know what to do with that excitement. And we looked at this in terms of 3 audience groups. Our marketers, because their jobs were changing radically based on the brand strategy and brand platform. Our sales force, and then everybody else.
We are able to take these long-form documentaries and place them through our partners as content within selected websites based on how people are already consuming content.
This wasn't about a new logo. This wasn't about new colors. This is about who we are as an organization. And it was a cross-functional team. It was regulatory and quality and manufacturing and R&D and HR and, yes, sales and marketing. And we spent 2.5 days taking them through the research, showing them, how we were keeping the heritage of the things that we are good at and preparing ourselves for success in the future.
What did digital do for the market, right? What did it bring to us that wasn't there before? There was always word of mouth. There was always ability to use language. There was already a way to use imagery. There was already video on television. The only thing that digital brought to the game was participation. It just made it easy for people to get in the game with you and say, hey, I actually can talk to you now, or I can click on this link, or I can fill something in, or I can send you something, or I can post something about you. So that participation element is what is new, and that's what we have to embrace and bring into the game.
So when we started off on this journey, the first question was, wow, we're going to do a lot, and a lot is going to change. How do we simplify this so that we can get people on board and get them moving in the right direction?
I've never seen this organization so focused, so motivated, so proud.